everybody? My name's Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 1 of the Hoth Galactic Championship Qualifier. This is our 7th out of 8 qualifiers going into our battle for Alderaan, the Galactic Championship. Super excited to see what's happening here. Friends, we have new points, new ships, deficit scoring on bids, and randomized player order. This is, in my opinion, going to completely change some of the ways that a tournament feels in the long run. But of course, it is still our beautiful game of X-Wing. Today, I'm joined on commentary by William Hagwood.
Hello, everyone.
We also have James Ritter on Stats and Stuff.
Hey, guys. I am excited to be here today.
And Jason Grimm on Stats and Stuff as well.
Super excited for X-Wing. Let's go.
That's right. It is a requirement to have a J name if you want to be a producer. We got Jonah, we got James, and now we got a Jason, okay? So if you want to become a producer here at GSP, step 1, change your name to have a J. Or maybe you have it already. Let's go ahead and we're gonna start breaking down these lists. William, hit it. It is time for everybody at home to choose your champion. If you're watching later on YouTube, put it in the comments down below. Choose your champion.
All right, let's start with our Bet One All champion here. That's Tommy Adams, flying. I think the same thing he had tested out on Wednesday. Something very similar, anyways. This is a first order list utilizing some of the new ships. We have Kylo Ren in the Whisper with that enhanced jamming suite, extreme maneuvers for those hard-won boosts, and Predator for rerolls in his 3-dice bullseye. As a reminder, they do have a 2-dice turret, and this new Kylo has 3 Force. You see him out there on the table. With him, the other ace in this list is Blackout. With Fanatical, Blackout likes to shoot through obstacles because he reduces the opponent's defense dice by 2. So it's a net value of -1. Then as a blocker, kind of jousty line troops in this squad, we have 2 of the new Signer Jameis test pilots. So it's the lowest initiative I2 foe bombers. Both of them are equipped with those counter nets, and we see, or we've been seeing them boost with their pursuit thrusters in the system phase. Makes them very fast ships, and the fact that you can boost before you drop that counter net, you can get it into really precarious situations for their opponent. But they make great blockers. They're surprisingly quick as well with that boost. So I'm excited to see what they can do in this matchup. Now they are moving first. Tommy got assigned randomly the first player here, so he can utilize them as blockers to get up in there and start messing with his opponent. On the other side, we have Catherine Sturgis rocking a Rebel squad. Not Resistance Y-Wings, but utilizing the drop in price of the Gray Squadron bomber, and someone has been mentioning it's Counter Net City and up in here, and yep, Counter Nets went down, I think last points update to just 3 points, and they are a nasty weapon. All of the Gray Squadron bombers have ion cannon turrets and the counter nets. Then leading them is Ahsoka Tano in the A-Wing. She can coordinate ships by spending the Force, even if they're stressed. And she has the new Shattering Shot. While you perform an attack, if the attack is obstructed by an obstacle, or if the defender's range 0 of an obstacle, you can spend 1 Force to add 1 eyeball result. So super good there on a Force user, especially one that's trying to get as much attack dice as possible, like Ahsoka. But I enjoy that she is able to how do I say, support while also acing. She has that vectored thruster, so she always boosts after performing an action. So very, what do I say, AC in this matchup because she'll be moving absolutely after Kylo Ren and Blackout, making her coordinate so much more valuable. That boost and the barrel linked into boost, super valuable as well to be arc dodging the other aces. Now, I mentioned counter nets a whole bunch, so we might as well go over them before we get too far into this. Counter net is a mine dropped in the system phase. It's a big old long mine as well. And after a ship executes or moves through this device, it detonates. When this device detonates, the ship suffers 1 damage and gains 3 ion tokens. So it's going to limit them to only the focus action and do them next round as well. They ought to do the 1 forward and take only a focus action for then as well. So really powerful against Tommy's aces, and that automatic damage can make up some of the extra damage spike because the ion cannons are limited to just a single damage before they start applying ion tokens. So what do you think, Dion? Who is going to be able to drop the first counter net successfully in this matchup?
You know, I have to lean towards Tommy, right? You've got those boosts in the system phase, and I think you can set yourself up real nicely to be able to go ahead, boost, and drop one. So I think we're going to see it from Tommy first, though that is really scary to have the ion turrets out there, because the problem is if you want to set that up, you're going to have to be close enough to get shot by those ion turrets. So
exactly
risky business there. Now, before we go too far, I do gotta say, huge shout out to Isophane. He dropped while you were breaking down lists, Will. And I was over here just like trying not to scream. He dropped 100 subs. All right.
What? 100?
100 subs. And then him, then I saw Kellyanna jump in with some more as well. We had quite a few people jump on the hype train. We already hit our sub goal in the first round. We haven't had one of these events in a month. And apparently, you know, Isophane was pent up. All right. And just dropped it here. So thank you for you know, Kellyanna started the charge. Isophane came in with the big hammer, and we did it all together. I apparently am going to have to go get some more prizes at some point during today. I wasn't... You know what? This is what Paint Wars was for, right? I literally made Paint Wars to have options. Alrighty. But here we go. We see that we're going to start with that Sinar Jameis pilot moving first.
They're doing them boosts.
Doing the system phase boost, straightening out. We did see Tommy play this list during Flight Club this week, so was able to get some work with it, we know, early on. So had some practice. We'll see how it ends up working out for him. But I mean, those ion cannons, I think, will probably end up being a priority for Catherine because she has 4 of them. She needs to get into range 2. But I don't think that's going to be that difficult to do with all 4 of these.
Yeah, it looks like in this engagement, maybe the teal will have the range 2 on that ion cannon. But yeah, Tommy's lined up for some great blocking potential next round. Some boosts, dive right in front of those Y-Wings, block them all up, start dropping some counter nets. Give the aces some time to start moving around. And we see Blackout positioning for potentially a shot through that gas cloud as well.
Now, really quickly, we talked about it in the very opening, but if you're just joining us right now, we have a couple of different things in play that I'd like to talk about. Remember we talked about deficit scoring and randomized player order, Will? There is not... The lowest cost list I've been able to find is $199. And there are only 3 of them. And likely that's because they couldn't spend that other point. just with how they had their upgrade slots. But yeah, that's it. That's the lowest that we have. So we have 3 people giving up a single point in their matchup. So we'll see if that ends up hurting them or not. But apparently they said, hey, I need it to be at 199.
Oh, they I'm looking through them right now, and yeah, I think the other 2 of them could have dropped in some delayed fuses or some 1-point mod. But one of the list is fully decked out. No available 1-point upgrades. So we'll see. That's a difficult choice to make. Do you upgrade to a 2-point upgrade, or do you upgrade one of your upgrades, right? So it costs 1 point more, or do you just take the -1? That's a difficult decision.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, we are getting into it here. Pretty soon we're going to have our first engagement. Current bets. We have almost 500,000 points up for grabs with a 55% favorite in Tommy at this moment. Let's get our first roll of the game. Ahsoka Tano going into the red FO bomber. Single hit. And that's going to be evaded. Next, here we go. Yellow FO bomber. And we are going into the lead Y-wing, the gray Squadron bomber. Here it comes. 2 dice. That might be 1. Might end up holding on for defense. Nope, says that Y-wing can't reach me with that ion cannon. Natties anyway. Next,
we do see here that this one is range 2, though, so we'll be getting the iron cannon shot back at him.
You're going to have to debate whether or not you're willing to spend that focus. Single hit. Didn't even have an option. The Y-wing will take a shield as we get going here.
First blood. Yeah, there's a rock right in front of red, so maybe you don't try to get ionized here. Just try.
Yep, you were in range of one of the ion cannon turrets. You need to make sure you roll some focus results. Checking range on those other Y-wings. Nothing yet. Check that front arc. You might end up having... No, because the yellow is clearly inside the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Here it is. Here's the big shot of the round.
Ion cannon, 3 dice, 3 on 2. Spends focus for 2. Blank out would equal ionization. Oh, spoke it into existence.
Why did you say it, Deal? That poor bomber.
There was a chance, and we are there. We're on that timeline. So the couple of things to remember. When you're ionized, you can only perform the focus action. This means that the boost on that FO bomber is not going to be able to happen during the system phase. We'll be forced to look at that rock and the following turn likely hit it. But I think probably the worst thing is the fact that that red bomber is going to be likely ionized for the next couple turns because those Y-wings have a real nice continuation of a path there, Will.
Well, as long as yellow doesn't have a say in it. I think yellow's going to come in. We'll see if they, how they react to that bomber coming in for blocks. Now, there is Ahsoka as well to hand out some coordinates if it does block one of the ships. Really thinks they want a mod. Could even barrel roll a wiring off of a block as well. So still a lot of tools for the rebels to take advantage of this. And the more I think about it, or the more I look at it, I don't think that Sinar is going on the rock, but we'll be awfully close to it next round.
Yep.
Oh, that rock is his home now. Because he's gonna get ionized. He's eventually gonna roll double blanks on 4 different attacks. That's easy. Yeah, it's sad. That's sad for a red bomber.
Yep. And a reminder on those ionization rules. Even after it executes that ion maneuver, it's only going to be able to do a focus action. So it cannot barrel roll out of the way. It just takes the focus and hopes at that point. Like you had mentioned, James, it's going to come down to those dice. So let's go ahead and answer a couple of questions here. How and when is the first player randomly assigned? Well, there was actually another question that was asked earlier. Where are these official rules from AMG? They are not official. They're not officially published, but it came from the mouth of AMG, and I'm willing to trust them that that's what they're planning on doing. And if anything, what we have done here is we've set up a very good beta test, because what they have not been able to do is test it with a 130-person tournament. Here is their data. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. We're on that bleeding edge. We got that deficit scoring, and we got randomized player order. The randomized player order is done before setup. Basically, how I'm having the players do it is one player, doesn't matter which one it is, grabs a die and rolls it. If it is a hit or crit, they are the first player. There is no choice in this. You are the first player, and the other player is the second player. If it's blanks or focuses, then it's the other one. It's that simple, 50-50. At your home games, if you got a coin, flip a coin, one person calls it, and then it's at the beginning of the game, and it stays that way for the entire game. All right, looks like that yellow bomber is on the move, Will. All right. And it's going to do that one left. I thought that might be a little more aggressive than that, but that could be enough to block up if Catherine banked. But if she just went one forward, those are all going to be absolutely fine. And here is the call, going to be banking away. Did I mute Will? I don't think I did. No, he probably just needed to step away for a second. And here we go.
No, I clicked mute. That's my bad. They banked away. I said things in reply to you, and you did not hear them. Yeah, the Y-Wings said nope to that block. Well, we got turrets. We are turrets. We are fine. We're going to go chase Blackout in the corner. And that's the real Tiger priority. Like, these bombers are like distractions.
Yep.
The real game is the aces here.
And that's why I was saying I was really surprised that Tommy didn't get more aggressive with his maneuver to really, like, basically say, you can't do a one forward, a one to the left, or one to the right. Like, he could have put, if he wouldn't maybe one speed faster, he could have prevented all of this. You could have stopped it all, Tommy.
See, I thought she was going to 3-bank in to try to get some ion on Kylo Ren.
Probably just didn't believe him that Kylo would actually come in.
I mean, where else is he going? I mean, he is a turret with extreme maneuvers, so doesn't have to. Doesn't have to at all.
I will say that extreme maneuvers call on the Whisper Kylo I do think is really, really good. It definitely gives you that great, option if you kind of use a more scared maneuver, kind of going away, and you're like, actually, I could maybe get the bullseye on, or you just choose to rotate. And Blackout,
yeah, I mean,
looking away. Go ahead.
The hard one, like, boost into backwards rotate. Can really get your turret in some great positions. Something that the fire spray cannot do is hard one, and reposition for an exit lane while also shooting its rear arc. Blackout is in trouble, Doom.
Yeah, nobody puts Blackout in the corner except Blackout. We will end up seeing what happens next. We're going to get a range 1 bubble check here.
Gets the jam. Welcome to the jam.
There it is. Ahsoka, you jammed. Okay. Hello. So Ahsoka has a range 1 shot there on Kylo Ren, not blocked. They are side to side. They could practically high five out the cockpit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if she's going to do maybe an AC move like barrel roll boost back in. Try to get out of Kylo's arc. Not really in range to coordinate her friends. I keep saying coordinate. It's just an action, but
it's a coordinate.
Gives another
yeah.
action. It sounds like a coordinate though. Yeah, putting a barrel roll to guarantee the no shot. I think it has room to boost back in.
Yep, and we'll have the force available to modify those attacks. We'll see.
Oh,
if she decides
debating
to
that counter net though.
Oh,
I think
you're
is
right.
The decision here. Maybe you don't want to go in there.
Going for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Might be able to sneak past it.
All right, we're going to get our attacking now. Here's Ahsoka Tano, range 1 into the FO bomber. First shot here, 3 dice. 2 hits and a crit. Get it started. That is going to be a guaranteed crit under the shields, and that is hit crit going through. What do we get? It is a direct hit, friends. That is double damage going into that FO bomber. All right. That FO bomber, the red one that's about to be on the rock, going to be able to get a little bit of revenge potentially. You got 2 dice attack going into the blue Y-Wing. Hit focused.
Yeah, shouldn't be any shots back on him, so just going to spin the focus.
And there's a squiggle. James, can we go ahead and put up the enhanced jamming suite card? I want to talk about that here in a minute. All right, the next bomber getting shots, 1 hit, a focus, and a blank. Going at the light blue one. And going to go ahead and spend it for 2. All right. So we got 1 damage going in there into the Y-Wing. And what's next? We got a 4 dice shot coming in here. Ion cannon turret. Whoa, guaranteed ionization.
Ooh.
Hitting an ion. Now, how's that ion weapon work again, Will? Is he getting 3 damage there or what?
So you suffer a damage if there's any uncanceled crit or hit results, and then all remaining crit and hit results inflict ion tokens instead of damage.
Yeah, traditionally when you have a small base ship, you're going to see players just put out a single ion, but technically there's two other ions out there as well. It just doesn't do anything extra for small base. 2 hits.
Ooh, red was not safe here, but gets the squiggle and is not ionized a second round in a row. And lives.
It lives.
Lives to drop that counter net in Ahsoka's path. I mean, she could probably just hard one and keep the stress. No big deal, right?
Yeah. If Catherine remembers. That's good. That's going to be a question
on those bombers. So.
But But you only got to out of a single lapse of judgment to make that mistake. We're probably going to get a front arc attack here. Range 3, looking at Blackout, who's going to be trapped in the corner in the next couple of turns.
Yeah. Gonna go with the ion cannon, though. Didn't want to take the 2-on-4. Makes sense.
Yep. Does an additional damage and technically an additional ion onto yellow. Double down. So that means that yellow bomber has shields down.
Mm-hmm. This will be the third ion cannon shooting at now. Can't avoid that damage.
Yep. And for those wondering, any newer players, this is a situation where you may have been able to fire your primary at a different target, but those 3 dice were not about doing ions. It's about having a higher opportunity to do damage. Just because you're just trying to get 1 anyway. So there are opportunities where you got to think about your best opportunities to do any damage or max damage. So for instance, if you're in a situation where you have to get 2 hits, well then you wouldn't fire the ion cannon turret. You would fire the primary. But if you're just trying to go best case scenario to do any damage, the numbers say, hey, more dice are better, and you can at least do 1 damage while firing with the ion cannon turret. So going with that. Now, for the enhanced jamming suite, what I wanted to talk about is there's a little bit of confusion in the chat, and I wanted to go ahead and clear it up. So first, in the center, you see all those added action bars, or all those added actions that go on the action bar. That's the first thing. And there was some confusion with that first paragraph. So the first paragraph of the card reads, while you jam, you can choose yourself or another friendly ship. It doesn't say you must choose yourself or another friendly ship. So this means that you can jam yourself, you can jam friendly ships, and you also can do what the normal jam rules say, and that is enemy ships. It doesn't lock it down to a single thing. So that's how Kylo was able to deal out that jam token earlier. Just wanted to clear that up. I saw little questions over there.
Yeah, and the point of the jamming suite is, the point of jamming yourself with the jamming suite is because you're able to roll that additional die if there's a jam ship in the attack arc. A lot of people have been thinking it's Kylo's arc or the Whisper's arc. No, it's while you're defending the attacker's arc. So it could be like a buddy. Tommy could jam one of these FO bombers, and then with say like a focus jam. So that Kylo still has the focus token, but there's a jam ship in the attack arc. And then obviously if the opponent just spends their green tokens, so that's another qualifier of that additional defense die. If the attacker has no green tokens, then you can also get the extra defensive dice. With those linked actions and extreme maneuvers, I believe the total is Kylo has about 14 different action combinations, which is crazy. That's a lot of actions.
Oh, yeah. You got actions? Oh, I got actions. And to go continuing talking about the jam, remember recently there was a change to the jam action. You can choose an enemy ship or a ship at range 1 or a ship at range 1 to 2 that's in the jamming ship's bullseye. So that might end up coming into play, but just for awareness there, jam can reach out to range 2, but only in the bullseye. All right, looks like we're getting some drops, Will.
All right, Thomas got first player, so looks like that counter-net's gone down right in front of Ahsoka. Can she two-bank past it, or will she have to do the hard one? We'll find out.
I think when he drops this, I think it may actually drop from yellow. It may actually not hit red, which would be really interesting.
Oh, the hourglass.
The hourglass.
I think I might not hit myself.
All right, let's go. He's risking it for the biscuit. Oh, he's
Oh,
safe.
yeah, perfect.
Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and switch cameras to the Patreon cam. Thank you, patrons, for your support. You can see that hourglass shape right there. Fits that base beautifully, getting ready to do some bad stuff to Ahsoka. We also, of course, have those Y-Wings saying, listen, we got Connor nets too. Don't leave us out of this game.
Yeah, I was so interested to see if that's all of them. Yep.
All right,
He's
so
keeping on to his.
we got that Sinar Jameis coming in. Oh, the bank in front of the rock does land on the Connor net, so that is a guaranteed damage, bringing that Sinar Jameis down to 0 health. Takes an eye onto the grave. And an additional
as well.
additional damage from the rock. Let's get some F's in the chat for our first exploded ship of the Hoth Galactic Championship Qualifier.
Killed by a Connor net of all things.
That's right. Telling you. Marcel doesn't believe we're in a whole new world. I look at him and I say, I don't know, fam. This feels different. All right, we got 2 straights from the Gray Squadron Y-Wings.
Yeah, I don't know if it. I don't know how much is affecting, like a mixed arms list, but I do think that like the archetype of like maybe triple ace with a big bid is gone. Definitely like double ace with a big bid, right? Like that's gonna be non-existent. I think we're gonna see a lot more of these mixed arms. Get some frontline troops in addition to your aces.
Okay, Blackout is in all the arcs, fam. He may have escaped the Ion arcs. It looks like that is the way. So it's going to be a bunch of primaries. That's still 8 dice being thrown at you with a single focus. Kylo coming around with 3 turn.
Yeah, Kylo's got to get in this fight. He's going to extreme maneuvers.
Extreme. He's going to be able to fire at the teal Y-Wing most likely with the turret front arc.
And he jams himself because just in case Ahsoka gets in action, she's going to hard one just to avoid those counter nets dropped for her.
Good call there.
Yep, it'll keep her stressed, but keeps her safe, undamaged here. She's really the endgame ace for Catherine's list.
Here's Blackout, range 1 into the purple Y-Wing. Let's get it done. Hit crit.
You can't spin that, right?
Yeah, I doubt you're just spending it. You are going to get at least 1 damage in there. And it looks like Catherine is electing to spend the focus to make it so that it's only a single shield. Deciding to be a little bit more conservative with that health. Even though the crit would have been on the shields.
Yeah, it's a damage race right now. And the Y-Wings, with their 8 total health, should be able to withstand Kylo and Blackout's, little peck attacks here for quite a few rounds.
Peck attack over here looking like a Pidgey. Let's go. 2 dice. 1 hit. Fine. Dodgy Y-Wing.
Ooh, are we going to see a shattering shot?
Oh, snap.
Oh, it is obstructed. You get to see the original roll first before you add the eyeball result, so that's good to know.
I think you're doing it here.
Yeah, drop 2 force, get the 3rd hit. Why not?
There it is. So shattering shot while you perform an attack. If the attack is obstructed by an obstacle and the defender is at range 0 of an obstacle, you may spend a force to add a focus result. Spend the other force to get the 3rd hit. And that's going to be the first damage on Kylo Ren.
Yeah, it actually worked. Look at that. Needed the 3rd hit to do some damage.
FO Bomber on the hunt. Hit crit going into the teal bomber.
Yep,
That's
teal
a
shield's
squiggle.
down, so that crit's going underneath.
Panic.
Ooh, up.
Panic pilot. We're at 35 minutes into the game. Our sub notifications are still going off. It looks like the Isophane 100 are done. I think this is the other like 40 that got us to 170. All right, with single crit looking at blackout. Oh, all right. Well, let's just take damage then.
Not a great start for Blackout here. I mean, I know he wants to lose shields to activate his Fanatical, but maybe hold on to him till the end of the round, you know?
Not feeling that fanatical. Oh, interesting move here. We see Catherine electing to get the ion cannon off on the yellow bomber. That's a set of 3. Guaranteed damage. A single blank or focus will be ionized. Yes. You know what that means. Hello, Connor Nets.
Yeah, that might be that blues counter net being dropped then. Almost all but guaranteeing the hit on yellow now. If he doesn't hit it with his ion maneuver, he'll hit it with the maneuver afterwards.
And here is that Y-Wing range 1. Oh, only a single hit. Blackout. He's going to get out of this pretty clean. We'll have to spend the focus, though, on the single hit. Kind of gross. Is there one more range 1? Yes.
Yeah, one more range 1. With
3
the
on
focus.
3 on 3. Offense usually wins here. 2 hits. And Tommy finally gets some evades. Finally. Probably in that whole exchange was maybe expecting to lose about 1 shield. It just felt bad in the spots that you did.
Right. Yeah, so now in this formation, I don't think that the front 2 wirings can drop their counter nets to try to stop Kylo and Blackout from coming in.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, these don't work like the bombs. These are mines, right? So they explode on contact, even against friendly ships. So it's not like thermal detonators, if anybody has seen those out there, where they explode at the start of the activation. It is instantaneous, similar to proxy mines.
But it's interesting to note here that because of how closely that Catherine has her ships, they would hit. If pink dropped one, it would hit blue or teal. But if she had spaced her ships out just a little bit more, she could have actually dropped them between the ships, which would be pretty gross if pink could drop one right now. Agreed,
because those counter nets, those are long.
Oh yeah, they're long boys.
Awesome. Somebody earlier in the chat was like, Dion sounds excited today. I mean, I am. It really, we've implemented so many small tweaks that have happened, and then there's been obviously bigger tweaks, aka the points. Like this really, we're in round 1 and it already feels better. You look at the lists, by the way, ! List, to take a look at the list for today. And like there are some familiar faces in there, pilots, but they're built out just a little different. Everything's got a little bit of a different flavor, and this is what we are dissecting. And we're only looking at hyperspace today. In a couple weeks, we have the Scarif Galactic Championship qualifier. So if you are interested in getting a part of that, that is happening October 23rd. October 23rd is the Scarif Galactic Championship qualifier. It's happening during the Berlin, Germany time zone. So if you can make it, come on out. We're going to play some extended with all the same rules of today that we have. We're going to have the new points. We can see some of those older extended ships. See some play. Look at what people are experimenting with that. So that's on the 23rd, and then 2 weeks after that, we have the Battle for Alderaan. It is on November 9th. If you are a player if you are a player who has already won an invite for the Alderaan event, you should have already gotten an email from me with your invite and details on how to buy your ticket. Please make sure that you fully read the email. There's quite a few people who have been asking me a question that is actually answered in the email on purpose. Will, I copied and pasted the same line 3 times in 3 different parts of the email, and people are still asking this question. Please read the email. But if you earn an invite and you're like, yo, where's my email? Just shoot me an email at dmorales@goldsquadronllc.com, and I will. I'll go ahead and just do a cross-reference. We just may have had a email address wrong, missing a letter or something, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that and our plans for the Battle of Alderaan. Because I had some ideas. I shared some of them with the team last week and or this week, and we're gonna talk some more about it. But let's see what's happening here. We saw Blackout. Did we see? No, Blackout didn't move early. We are getting the bombs moving.
This is the counter net being dropped from blue, so only pink and purple have them remaining. That's awfully close. I think the one bank template would still hit that. Even the hard one is going to still touch that counter net next round. Interested to hear if we'll see the ion cannons be switched to the rear.
That's the risk. The risk of rotating is that you do lose the action, right? The modifier for it. So that is that could be potentially an issue. But if you know that you could get shots on them and you can get multiple, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're getting rotates all around.
They don't have the best turn back lane because of that big rock covering the entrance to the middle of the board. We did see Teal clear one of the 2 stress.
Blackout is focus boost. I think may have gotten out of purple, but I think you are still getting ion cannon from blue and pink at range 1.
Mm-hmm. All right, Kylo, what kind of fancy maneuvers you got here? He does have the Predator lined up on a couple of them downfield. Ahsoka's unlikely to shoot at you, so there's not too many shots coming on to you. This might be the opportunity to take a lock.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going?
Let's see, who's hurt? So that's Teal, which is not in the bullseye, I do not believe.
Gonna go ahead, shimmy left. Okay, interesting. Gonna take that barrel roll.
I think it lines up the bullseye, but now
Now it has a cloud,
though. Yeah.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, because you're gaining a dice and a reroll to give them a dice and a modifier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be about the positioning then. Wants to be able to turn and rotate that turret. Start flying away from them. Ahsoka's hanging out. Yeah, good opportunity to take a lock.
Now, don't forget, friends, whenever you are, when you're not involved in the battle, nobody's about to shoot you. Take a lock if you can. We're getting some all hail the first, the supreme leader in the chat. Here we go. That bullseye is going to be on. Kylo Ren has Predator. So this is going to be a 3 on. Is it range 3? It is range 3. So it's going to be a 3 on 4 attack, I believe, right? Range.
No, 3 on 3.
3 on 3. Excuse me.
There's that Predator. Willing to drop both force on this.
I don't think so.
No. Tommy needs to put out some damage. We're going to see if Y-Wings get more and more popular. People will again realize that these beefless, as they've come to be known, it just takes so much time to deal with.
And here's Blackout. Big money. 2 hits and a crit. Man, you're tempted to spend it, but take what you get. And you're getting all 3 of those. Hit, crit. We're going to get half points on that Teal Bomber. And the crit is a blinded pilot. Didn't have any modifiers anyway, but in the future could end up being relevant. No way to modify those attack dice. And we'll continue here. The FOs going to shoot the blue bomber. Gray Squadron bomber, to be clear. Blank focus.
I mean, could spend it to get some heat off of Blackout. I'm just going to hold it. I can hold it.
This
is somehow range 2 through the gas cloud. That's an ion cannon.
Here we go. Ion cannon looking at Kylo. He's got 3 force and the cloud. Should be okay. Should be. And just 1 hit. Easy peasy. Literally no way to take any damage. Safe. Now, something that someone was pointing out here real quick. Tommy would have had the option, if he wanted to use Kylo Ren's in the Whisper's ability while Blackout was shooting the Teal Y-Wing. Before an enemy ship in the bullseye is dealt a face-down damage card, spend the force. If you do, that card is dealt face-up instead. Remember, damage, like each damage card is a separate instance and opportunity for Kylo. So he could have, for instance, flipped the first damage card, even though the last one was going to be a crit anyway. Just a note.
I was just going to say that he could have really made that attack hurt even worse.
Well, it looks like Blackout might be in for some pain. We got 2 hits and a crit coming in with the ion cannon turret. Needs to dodge this. Spend that focus all day. All day.
Yeah, you can't take that ion token. Double checking. Yeah, he's spinning in. There's 1 more shot on him then.
Range 1. Oh, only 1 hit on this one.
All right. Guaranteed to not ionize. Just takes the shields. You've activated the Fanatical Trap card.
You've activated my trap card. There you go. Fanatical able to alter those focus results to a hit. Just 1 when being unshielded.
Now, let me double check here. Okay, so it's pink and purple who have the formation shifted a little bit. So I was double checking who still has the counter nets, and it's pink and purple.
We could get a little no, you can't. Not this turn. Catherine would have to hopscotch this turn and set up the bombs for the following.
Like some 1 bank bear rolls or something weird like that.
Now, really quickly, one thing I want to address, because I have seen more than one person ask in the chat. Now, it seems like most people are having a good time. Cool. And the basic idea of the question is like, Dion, why did you implement these rules even though they haven't been officially posted? There's a couple of things. So one of my jobs, I consider it as Gold Squadron person, leader, whatever you want to call me, is I do my best to really keep my hand on the pulse of the community. And one of the realities is that with the amount of time we've had with the previous points and this set of points really being a really big change, it seemed like there was a lot of fatigue going on. A lot of fatigue in the game. It's like, you know what? Let's go ahead. The an official source announced that the changes are coming and that essentially they're cleaning up wording. And the official form will be something very similar to this. And there is also the reality that it is an unofficial tournament, and I could say that I could do whatever I want. But there is always a reason why I do it. And I know that, not everybody is in love with every single thing. But if the changes are coming, let's be proactive and let's get used to it now. Also, the other way to look at it is, I wasn't joking when I say that it's kind of like a beta test. It's like, look, here is a great piece of information for AMG to either decide, actually, these were not the results we were hoping for, this was a terrible idea, we need to change something, or to be like, hey, look, this event happened, our idea worked, coolio. Either way, we're learning about how this works, when, and how. All of it.
Right. I mean, not to mention as well that these are qualifiers building up to a championship. And if the championship is going to have these new rules, we want to implement them as soon as possible so that it doesn't suddenly change for the finale.
Bingo. Exactly. Let's get used to it now. And we're seeing it. We're getting the opportunity to see it in both a hyperspace and an extended format. Our data is right. Like, I know that AMG can't officially, recognize me. I know. But I also know that they know that I know.
Yeah, exactly. We all know it, right? Yeah, because you're talking about the extended tournament, which is a Scarif, happening in the Germany time zone of UTC +2 on October 23rd. Still got tickets and those limited run lock-in markers still available. And that's it. That's the last chance. You missed out on Hoth if you're watching us right now. So that if you want to get into that Battle for Alderaan final, you got to play in Scarif then.
All right. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to giggle and move on. Where were we here? So Blackout is in a position to potentially do some big damage. You got that Y-Wing that you've brought all the way down to 2 health. Uh-oh. Did we get a disconnection?
Yeah, I think Tommy dipped out. Oh, no, everyone's still here.
He's just thinking. Oh, the 8-bit deity coming in, dropping 20 subs. We're at 201. Oh, interesting. Okay, so
He's
deciding
leaving.
to go away and probably thinking maybe Kylo can finish off that Y-Wing. Extreme. No, but then you're going to be in all the ion cannon arcs. Seems bad.
Yeah, no, Extreme out. Goodbye. I'm a turret. Turret Kylo. Best Kylo, in my opinion. Still has room to hard one afterwards. And then maybe, I don't know, hard one again. Just keep hard one in around.
Let's dose.
Yeah,
this.
I think Blackout recognized it like, hey, if I stay here, I'm probably always going to be here if I'm just stuck in these ion turret arcs.
I came, they shot, this is my home now. Yeah, Kylo likes to do something we like to call over here the do-si-do.
Yeah, Gambler Tuba. That ion comes from the Connor net. And it looks like Ahsoka's moving in to prey on that ship. It's only got 1 health after that Connor net as well. So she can get the kill. It will be confirm the lead for now.
Single hit from downtown. Not going to be enough to take out the bomber, but will give that Y-Wing down to 1 health.
That is blinded as a note. So cannot use that focus on offense.
A-Wing going into the FO bomber. One hit. Defending at range 3. Safe.
Yep. Should be still some ion cannons on it, probably from purple in the back there to get that one less damage. I think you just have to keep shooting at it until one of those ion cannon hits, if it's only at 1 health.
And going to be going into the blue Y-Wing here. You were able to take a shield earlier. One hit. You're not going to get another. Will, is this one of these full send opportunities, as you like to say?
On who?
On the FO bomber.
Yeah. You start in the back and you just keep shooting at it until hopefully it dies.
Here we go. 3 dice coming in. Trail mix. Got him.
Oh, didn't take very long.
Fire the full salvo.
Oh, I rolled 3 dice. It was actually only 2, but still gone away there.
Dead and gone. And now shots going to be going into Blackout. One crit. Blackout's going to be taking a crit.
Oh, takes the crit. Oh, no.
And what did we get? We got a structural damage. Oh, we might see.
Oh,
Ooh, that means no. Down to 2
Blackout's
agility.
not coming back. Yeah. Blackout's going to run and try to keep those points then. Oh, that was also the first shot here. He might not be able to run if this ion cannon hits.
Oh.
It just won. No mods here because they had to rotate their turrets. Another blank out here. More blackout, more like blank out, am I right?
Hey.
Oh, there's some natties. And some natties as well. Takes 1 damage from that primary. And is on the board with 2 agility. Well, now it's just the FO aces. If you can count blackout, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
chances
count
of
him an
him
ace.
just 5 forwarding, what's the chances of him? I mean, I guess he could head towards the center as well. You could hard 2 towards the center of the board. Hope that the obstacles slow these Y-Wings down.
Yeah, so he at this point, for Tommy to get ahead, he needs 81 points, which is 5 halves. So he needs to kill 2 Y-Wings and then finish off Teal.
Can he kill Ahsoka and finish off Teal?
52. No.
No.
He needs another half somewhere.
Okay, so
If half
3
of
damage on the damaged one, kill off the other one, and kill Ahsoka. That's only 3 shots. Collar's got this.
it's only 3 shots. And Blackout's not getting a shot for a while.
I mean, Blackout's gonna have to go find Ahsoka, I guess.
All I'm
that's
hearing is
true.
that James doesn't believe. That's the only thing that's come through my ears.
You're not wrong. The odds are weighed against him.
All right, all dials have been set. We're coming into the end of the game here. Score right now, 19-99. Catherine has an aggressive lead. And of course, after this, we will show off those stream prizes. I will be honest, I'm not sure we're going to have time to give all the prizes away between one round. We might have to spread it to a second round just because of time, because I do have my TO responsibilities to do. But trust me, all that stuff will get given away. And you guys don't even know what it is. I could change it right now, Will. I could literally go and just alter all the prizes. Like, oh, look at all these crappy prizes you guys won. Oh, that's cool.
No, don't.
170
Prize Force,
subs.
always great.
A McDonald's fry container that was used by Dion. Everybody wants that, right? Like that's.
I mean, once used by Dion, that's guaranteed gold.
This is true.
Got any more hammers?
I do not have any more hammers, Jason. Actually, the prizes are really sweet today. There's three painted ships. Fate of Cain says that McDonald's fry holder, easy eBay fodder. Let's go. Oh man. Yeah, we got 3 ships up for grabs today. I can tell you guys right now. So it's 3 starting at the very top. There's a large base ship. Then there's, if we're kind of going from the top right, you guys know I always kind of keep that same format. Large base, really cool ship. 2 small base, really cool ships. We have the pins, and then our usual, shirt, hat, and mystery box. What are the ships? Well, you have to wait for that.
Hello, barreled towards the Y-wings. I find that very strange. So it's also gonna barrel roll.
Like, well,
okay. They're Force users. They don't need what are these tokens?
Right.
You people are using. We bring the Force.
So as we wait here, there you go, Kylo Ren going to be taking a shot. The 1 hit coming in from the Supreme Leader. One squiggle, change for the Force.
A little Force battle here. I love it.
All right, Ahsoka firing back. Battle of the Initiative 5s.
She spins the Force. Will Kylo have to spin the Force as well? No, he's just halved, Dion.
Pop. And that's a crit. Could be bad. What do we get? It's a panic pilot.
Oh,
that's
no.
it. Panic pilot. Double stressed and wrecked.
Yeah, I think the idea was that Kylo wanted to jam himself instead of take the evade to guarantee the extra agility, but did not pay off for him. This one fixed its blinded, so no mods there. And that might have been the only shot.
Oh, man. Kylo.
It was.
What you gonna do?
All right, so does the dial come up for the Whisper?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
I know what it is, but want to show what kind of options Kylo has with
You
that
gotta go
double
fast.
stress. There it is. So 2 banks, 3 banks, and 2 through 5 forward. So not so bad. I mean, 2 bank or turn away. Probably don't want to turn in. Sounds bad.
Yeah, I know one of the weaknesses that was pointing out very early in the reveal of the ship once we saw the die was the fact that there are no blue turns. But I'm not sure those blue turns would help you any more than a 5 straight. Maybe the turn after that, but
To be fair, though, the ship doesn't have any self-stressing mechanics besides doing turnaround maneuvers.
Yeah.
So
all those 12
most of
action
the
combinations
yeah,
are
most-
stressless.
Most of like interceptors we usually see have a way to stress themselves. That they need those blue turns to get rid of.
So, James, what I'm hearing you say is just don't get stressed.
Just don't get stressed. That's all you got to do. Just don't draw the bent pilot.
Easy. Easy.
Easy peasy.
All right, we are banking over here.
And we know that Catherine is very experienced with flying these Y-Wings. She showed very good success with running the Republic versions of the Y-Wings with Ahsoka in the... Or it was a...
T? Or
What?
no, it's the one that keeps tokens.
Yeah, Shakti.
Shakti, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's a very experienced Y-Wing player, and these Y-Wings going down in price, and losing that gunner slot really doesn't affect her. So she's fine with that.
You've only made my power better. You've only made me stronger. We're coming up in here on our final turns. Ahsoka taking the evade boost. Got a nice bullseye shot on Kylo Ren. Does it do anything on this build? No, but it feels good. I'm telling you, bullseye shots just feel like, look at how on point I was with this maneuver. Just shows that skill. Kylo will have
going to Ahsoka here.
I mean, this is hope, right? This is just I'm trying.
You got blackout shot too. Like, that's some focus fire.
Is he willing to
Spend the force,
spend?
Tommy. Come on, choose violence. Stay in the game.
He's doing it. There it is. Hit crit. And the roll. Hey, you got a shield.
Evade token.
Never mind.
I got it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
she's actually thinking about keeping it. That way she doesn't give Kylo another green die.
The
Ah.
enhanced jamming suite.
No, it's a ship ability. Oh, is it the advanced? Oh, it is the enhanced jamming suite, isn't it?
The ship ability is heavy weapons turret, where they can shoot
Yeah.
missiles out their back. That's fun. In fact, they have to shoot the missile out the back. They can't rotate to the back and still shoot a missile out the front. Ends up spinning it, though. Turns out less damage on you is probably better than more damage on Kylo.
Exactly. And here's Blackout. It is range 2, just barely. And we have the roll hit crit. Looking at Ahsoka. Has the force available. And we're going to be fine.
Dodge of both. White evade on 3 force. Super good.
Tommy was the first player, so that means it is Catherine's turn to get her shot off. She's going range 1. She's like, you know what? You can have your third die. Let's see what I can get. I have the force.
She got target lock out there as well.
Ooh, I think I'm spending it. I'll take.
Yeah, spend it on the blank. They're done shooting.
Yep.
You don't need that last force.
Go for big
this
money.
This is always the biggest conundrum. Do you spend both or
The
not?
correct math choice is to lock both.
Right. Does she only have one force available?
Yeah, she only
She had
had one
one, yeah.
force.
Oh, okay.
So she rolled the blank, trying to get a hit out of it. Because would have put Kylo down.
And
Single evade.
we have a fuel
There's
leak into Kylo, but that would mean that Kylo is dead, I believe, if we get that other card in there.
Mm-hmm. Basically blank card.
So first order, this game has really taken a beating, 19 to 134. These are the final moments of the game. Y-Wings deciding where they want to shoot.
I just want to point out real quick that this Y-Wing right here, neither shot is obstructed somehow. So I don't know what's going on. She's able to get it in between the gas cloud.
Curve the bullet, man. Curve the bullet. One hit.
Yep, so it's on to blackout.
And it's going through.
Blanks out. Big surprise here.
And that means that blank out is gone.
Indeed. Is there shots on the Kylo then? Maybe a primary. To the cloud? No way that this hits, right? not a chance that this hits, right? Alright.
Double focus.
Just two. No way, right? So Rage 3 obstructed. Enhanced jamming suite.
He says, "No way, guys."
Two
So
hits,
that's for
spend the force. And
Oh, they're gonna have to set some dials quick because we got 40 seconds on their clock.
stream
Let's check
timer
the global timer.
Yeah, where are we at there? I mean, I think at this point, if I am Tommy, can he get any points? It's just taking out that Y-wing, right? Like that'd be the goal. If you're just going to try to get one more shot.
Yep, globe timer is ticking down here. 5 seconds remaining on it.
All right,
they're
I'll
gonna
let
set-
them. I'll let them know the timers are done.
Yeah. Catherine set dials quick though. Oh, that was a photo finish.
What do you want to call it, Dion?
Let them fight. I mean, it's not really going to matter for the game, but yeah, the dials were down like exactly when the timer went off, so they were technically in the system.
They tried.
phase.
There was
Yeah,
motivation to get the next round done.
Yeah.
Some people were calling out some lists that they wanted to see for next round. The only tri-fighters in the tournament, flown by Bradley Hall. He's running 5 of them with Predator, Fire Control System, Independent Calculations, and Intercept Booster.
Hey, who did this? Why did y'all call that out? That was gonna be my sneaky play later.
Later,
Yeah, I was gonna bring it in, and I'd be like, 5 tri-fighters. What?
they'll forget about it by then.
They'll forget. We promise.
Oh my goodness.
How did Bradley do first round?
Let me see. 1 second.
0-1. Scored
yeah,
42 points.
I was against Marcel though.
Oh, well. Okay, that's fair.
I
does
guess
Marcel
he's
play
all
today?
right.
He's got Dace, Tell, and Bosk. With Zam. Is he the only Zam of the day?
Oh no way. People still take it. Yeah, eight Zams. And about half and half of crew versus pilot.
Okay. Yeah, Cam and Marcel and Michael Bard. No, Michael Bard's flying. Yeah. Zam was on Django? Wow, you crazy. You crazy.
And Ahsoka coming in here. Spend the
And she
lock.
finished the game in the last turn.
2 hits. Got him. Kylo takes 1 more damage, and that is the ball game. 19-200. Catherine wins our first round of the Hoth Galactic Championship Qualifier. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.